Scal must have been talking to them behind my back. Even as I was training him, I should have been paying more attention. I failed my kingdom.
Is a fish at fault when it takes a fisherman's bait? Perhaps. But the fisherman's role should not be ignored.
Wise words.
Okay. I think I get that, Magister. Of course, now I'm hungry.
Me too. I'm starving.
Wait a minute. I hope I still have them.
Yes! The coupons! Free dinner!
And shelter. Let's head to Shangmu.
Your Excellency.
It is a sound idea.
Oh, it's you!
That's a lot of security. What a kingdom where a king needs coupons for a free meal. I know, right?
Welcome!
Hi, Mayor Zhao. We're ready to redeem our coupons.
Capitalism.
Oh,
Look what it's done.
Of course! Just step right this way. Who's that?
That's the Magister, you rube. Pay your respects.
Oh! Ooh.
On notes, Zhao has never seen the Magister without his helmet, so this is a little awkward.
Boy, is this, awkward.
Yeah.
It's a long story. Can we explain it all inside, please?
Oh, I know I'm gonna regret this. Come on. This is absolutely horrible! Catastrophic! Who's going to be my Battlesphere champion now?
A talking fish just took over all of Shang2, and that's what you're worried about?
I'm pretty sure Gong could volunteer again. He's already been Battlesphere champion once.
Yeah. Oh, but also dibs on the Battlesphere champion title?
No, Carol, you have bigger responsibilities.
So can we stay here?
Reminded of Drawn to Life 2.
I suppose I could squeeze you all in the library.
Wow, it just
Follow
keeps
me.
getting worse. 6+, huh? I know, right? Yeah, General Gong always had a bit of a
Excellency.
Brooklyn accent. It's
About
more
what
pronounced
Margo
in
was
this game
telling
over the
us.
first, though.
Was any of that true?
Yes,
Why?
it was a different time. We were at war. We had no choice.
No choice? How was almost wiping out an entire race even a choice?
There are no good choices in war. There is only survival, and the means to achieve said survival. Surely someone of your upbringing would understand that.
Oh no. Don't you dare try and guilt trip me. I never killed anyone when I was in the Red Scarves.
And yet, did you not behave in a manner contrary to your true self, simply because to do otherwise would invite the scorn of your peers?
Technically, yeah.
Did
Or
you not
that's
comfort
inferred.
yourself with the hopeless lie that you were a good person, in spite of the crimes you committed,
Also inferred.
the sins you inflicted?
You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know anything.
Hey, that's enough! That's still the Magister you're shouting at. Besides, this here is a library.
Drawn to Life 2 is the most bizarrely terrifying story for 6-year-olds. Criminy. Alright. Here specifically is where we can get a lot of lore details that we can learn about the world. Such as... Unlike the mainland kingdoms, Perusa has no ruler. A tribunal consisting of the 5 strongest warriors on the island work together to keep the peace. Northern Abalist often thinks of Perusa as a primitive tribal city, but throughout its history, it's been the epicenter of biotechnology and medicine. Children who are born on Abalis inherit the traits of their maternal line. Dragons are the only exception. Children born of that union has become a dragon half-breed that mixes traits from both parents. Water dragons were so called because out of all the indigenous species on Atlas, they were the ones most favored by the Earth. Their Sudden and vicious betrayal was a shocking blow to the peace the Earth Dragons had forged on this once war-torn world. Water Dragons were thought to have been all but cleansed from the face of Avarice, a fitting end for their wanton cruelty. But there have been several recent sightings of creatures that resemble those warmongers, which may indicate the remnants of that race still walk among us. The before time refers to the period in Avarice's history before the Earth Dragon's visitation from the stars. Many aspects of modern society have been influenced by their arrival, including technology and culture. The town's mayor lost a singing contest and will now wither away unless you get her voice. Fuck! What? Excuse me? That's some corruption you got there. In the past, the world was ravaged by constant war and bloodshed. With the arrival of the Earth Dragons and their enlightened ways, however, the indigenous population were inspired to put aside their differences. Alright, time for food.
Good evening, my lovely fugitive guest. Dinner is served.
Delish. Oh man, I totally forgot how hungry I was.
I'm not really that hungry. Not after what happened tonight.
Speaking of which, tonight has not been easy. We have lost the battle, but the war is not over yet. We need to devise a strategy. Murga is a threat to all of Avarice.
Yeah, and I doubt you'd want her coming to visit your city again, Zhao.
Get her voice back, she goes, "I'm sorry, my son, I'm not worthy to lead." Oh, so they die anyway. What the fuck? Story for children, huh? I wonder.
Pah! If that fish face so much as lays a single foot in my city, she'll be fried. Like this plate of fried plantains right here. Yeah, only more like blackened bananas, as these babies have clearly been cooked to golden perfection.
Plantains are different from bananas. Plantains are a banana, bananas aren't plantains.
Woohoo! Pass me some of that, will ya?
One moment. Here you are.
Focus!
So what do we know about Murga anyway? I mean, what else?
Murga comes from a time when Shang-Tu was at war with the island nation of Perusa. She was uncontrollable, laying waste to entire armies single-handedly. My ancestors were unable to end her, but they did devise a way to contain her. They sealed her and her destructive potential away with the power of the Kingdom Stone.
The Kingdom Stone. So when the stone was shattered, that Brevin, another calamity we can lay at his feet.
But what else? Murga seems to be completely set on her vengeance. Why? All the water dragons are gone now. And then there's Bakunawa. Just what is that thing? There's so much we don't know, and the only people who can tell us are long dead.
Oh, those people may be dead, but there's no reason why they can't talk. Well, not literally talk, I mean, but my library has the largest collection of historical texts in all of Avarice. I'm sure I have a few books written by people who lived in those times.
Wow, that sounds super neat. I'd love to read them.
Certainly. Our rental fees are very reasonable.
500 crystals a book. A minute. Reasonable, my foot.
Then I will commit myself to research. Perhaps an answer to our current predicament lies within those texts.
I'd love to help too. If that's okay, Your Excellency.
A second pair of eyes would be useful.
Yeah, while you guys read, I'm gonna go find Corey and talk her out of this.
What? Absolutely not. She's with them. That makes her our enemy.
She attacked us, Carol. She put you in danger.
Okay, fair points all around, but listen, I know how she thinks. It's all about money to her. If you, drop some moolah on me to bribe her or something, I'm sure she'd switch sides just like that.
Everything you just said does not help your case in the slightest. A mercenary who would work for the highest bidder and change loyalties at the drop of a hat is inherently untrustworthy.
I concur. It would be an unnecessary risk.
Come on, friend. We could use her help. She has that huge airship thing, too.
Don't mean to toot my own horn here, but, fastest airship in the country right here.
We appreciate the gesture, and we shall avail
Ending was
ourselves
so
of that
dark
service
they
as
had to
well.
change it for the bundle release.
Well,
Criminy.
I guess I did. But
It is settled. The mercenary is too great a risk. We must focus on the immediate task ahead of us. Assess the threat of Murga, and stop this Bakunawa.
Thanks for the airship, by the way. The next morning, while I stroke my beard.
Wake up! Carol is gone!
Of all the worst times.
Traitor!
What? Carol? She may be a lot of things, like reckless and selfish, but...
She knows where the Magister is hiding and our plans. If she doesn't outright join Murga, then this information will be beaten out of her. It doesn't matter how we feel about her. She's placed our entire mission at risk. And that makes her a traitor.
Do you hear yourself? You're talking about our friend.
I don't know if I'd
Who was
play
our
it, honestly.
Ascal was our friend. Who's next, I wonder? Are you going to join Murga
So go ahead,
as
give me the
well?
Clip Notes
calm
version.
down!
Don't tell me what to do!
Stop! Please, stop! I can find Carol. I know her scent. Lady Nira, I know you're hurting, and I know you're having trouble trusting people right now. But trust me, I would never, ever hurt you. Please.
It's draw your own characters, stage items, and weapons.
You're right.
Mhm.
Forgive my outburst.
It's okay. We'll find her together.
Right.
We all know where she's going, so all we need to do now is find her sister.
Her ship is the Perusian carrier. She'll most certainly have a base in the southern islands.
Then that's where we're headed.
To Perusa!
hold it right there! You don't honestly think you can get to Perusa without my help, do you?
You're coming with us?
Certainly! With our combined strength and cunning, we'll get that fish-faced tyrant a proper what for?
He wants to find a new Battlesphere champion.
I want to find a new Battlesphere champion.
Very well. Your ship would ease the difficulty of passage.
To the skies, my friends!
We'll handle it from here, Mayor. You may continue on your way.
He's not coming with us?
Oh, I get it.
He is the
We need to
ruler
keep
of
it
a
Zowan is
city,
urgent.
so it makes
Way
sense
too
they probably just
ridiculous.
commissioned it to be built.
Wrong! I'm just way too awesome for this mission.
Or that.
Dream of a boy in a coma.
Well, off to find my champion. Toodles.
Excuse
We'll
me?
call you if we need a ride.
Watch out for roaming fees.
Bye, Mayor Zhao! Keep on Battlesphereing!
Excuse me? A coma fever dream. For kids, huh? For kids? For kids. Games be hitting different nowadays, huh?
Cyclone!
Oh dear. Ready. He fell from a tree like 2 feet. Seriously? That's the retconned version? That's kinda lame, honestly. Oh, is it like a car accident in the original?
Cyclone!
If so, then I can kinda understand why it got redone, but even still. Maybe I'm a bit of an odd duck in that respect, but I feel like it should've just... Yep, thought it was a car crash. Like, I understand why that would be changed, just to preserve the age rating on that. Probably, because, let's face it, ESRB has been very different Wait, where? Duck. Quack. Handspit buttons. Is it only a handspit? Yeah, that is kind of brutal. Criminy.
Cyclone!
I might look it up on my own time then. Jeez. Like, I do get the situations where a game needs to be changed for that type of thing, but at the same rate, maybe I'm an odd duck in this respect, but I feel like... Oh, that's why he said odd duck.
Cyclone!
I'm of the spirit of, hey, just leave it in. If you're gonna be re-releasing something, just leave it as it was. Changing it is going to be potentially changing the original message or messages that the game was trying to present in the first place. And especially in this case... Apologies, SkyJ. I'm not exactly clever all the time. Egg. I want that gold gem. Just dream this down. That makes sense.
Cyclone!
That is kind of depressing in its own right. It's like all of your efforts were for naught. I kind of like Pirk endings, honestly. I feel like they're more poetic in some cases than actual ones. Maybe it's because I've since decayed from being a dreamer. I kind of just want to embrace the world for what it is, and yeah, it sucks, but it's workable.
Cyclone!
Provided we're willing to give at least a little bit of an effort. By the by, you like clams? You do the last tap that ends the world? Oh, jeez, that's really dark then. That's 3. Clam here does a bundle of different attacks with its missile teeth. Just keep active, just keep moving, and make sure you have your guard button on standby. Your big opportunity to damage it is when it uses certain types of attacks, like this one. Done.
I'm getting a signal.
Carol?
I don't know. It's all fuzzy.
About time you ladies picked up.
What the... Spade?
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
A red scarf. Explain yourself. How did you access our channel?
I'd prefer to tell you in person. Maybe in the basement at Goldie's. Can't miss it.
We're gonna be checkpointing that meeting for one specific reason. And it also pertains to these statues here. You might recognize the pauldrons here, and the fact that the statue is very destroyed. Within the building here, you'll get some history from Perusa's perspective. Perhaps due to their biodiversity or the adaptability of their bodies, the water dragons were naturally gifted in the field of biotechnology. From tweaking physical traits to specialized genetic enhancements that allowed them to live on land, everything was possible with their science. But to receive the Earth Dragon's gift, the water dragons bound themselves to physical homogeneity, putting an end to their wild experimentation. The water dragons venerated the passages and phases of the moon, worshipping our natural satellite in the night sky. Blue moon, blood moon, supermoon, eclipse, and Lilith were observed as major calendar events. Exact cultural practices vary, but Lilith in particular was celebrated as a night for sweethearts and lovers. What all break tab characters except the demise might be a little heavy-handed for an under 10 script? Maybe. A massive joint venture between the Earth Dragons and Water Dragons, the Bakunawa was a spacefaring arc ship designed to sail the stars. A key feature was the experimental Planet Cracker Beam, capable of breaking apart matter and harvesting the materials to power and repair the ship. Sadly, construction was halted and then abandoned entirely in the wake of the Water Dragon War, a significant blow to the advancement of space travel. And this starts up our, side quest.
New entry, Cordelia, personal. Subject, Ocean Dweller rumors.
This is Cordelia.
There's been talk of some kind of new threat arising from the Ocean Dwellers. A champion of immeasurable power, biologically engineered for war. I don't know how substantial these rumors are, but given their current level of righteous descent, I wouldn't dismiss their ability to craft such a beast. Father is convinced that we've run out of options for dealing with these savages. If that's the case, then there isn't much time left. I have to act without his permission. I will leave the capital and head for Perusa to negotiate some kind of peace with the Ocean Dwellers. Surely they'll listen to reason. We're all living on this planet together, after all. End entry.
Hexagon is the best screen shape. Agreed, honestly. Screens need to be more hexagonal.
Magister, how goes the research?
I have perused numerous texts about the war, but none of them have mentioned anything about Murga that we do not already know.
Got some news on that front. I just found a personal audio log from someone named Cordelia, and she was talking about Murga.
Cordelia? Princess Cordelia? What did she say?
She said that Murga was a champion of some kind.
I see. I will look into the matter. You must focus on the imminent threat of Bakunawa.
Magister, I think... No. I know where to find more clues about Murga.
Truly? Does it not seem odd that you, of all people, stumbled upon this audio log?
Maybe I just got lucky.
Or maybe someone is out to entrap you, like Murga. Let us not forget her previous attempt to coerce you.
So from here on out, we can go to the Battlesphere and get our remaining audio logs. We're going to be taking a brief break from the story to try and do that. The Battlesphere challenges by themselves aren't terribly difficult. They're just annoying. You can bring in power-ups, so if you feel you're struggling against some of these challenges, bring some extra fortitude with you. You're also paid for doing these challenges, so why not do them? You're gonna be using the crystals anyway to buy things. Our first challenge is,
What a shot!
that... Ignore that, please. Our first challenge here is to get to the end and avoid the slowly falling floor. To do so, we're going to be using a bunch of different boost panels along the way. Some characters have an easier time with this challenge than others. Lilac is one of those cases. If you end up getting hit by one of the Pingus bumpers along the way, then you can kind of recover using her Dragon Boost. Carol, for Carol's case, no! You ruined me! Also, hello, hope you're doing well. There we go. Much cleaner performance. Wait!
My stones! We have a new record!
Honestly, please do clip it. Our next challenge, Flip Fire Gauntlet. Remember the flipping platforms from earlier? Guess what? They're back! And this time with a vengeance. Add some fire, and they're here to flambe the competition. On the bright side, it shouldn't be terrible to get through this challenge. Ow! There we go. If I remember correctly, you won't get anything like shielding within these stages, so it's down to you and your wits and a single tank of health more often than not. At least for enemy challenges, you are sometimes given a means to refuel, but it's usually partway through the challenge.
How impotent people are by the capital C followed to anger over it.
Odd reminder, this is a separate country, so it kinda makes sense. I'd also like to bring up, like... I've already covered this. Why the hell are these audio logs within the arena challenges, essentially? But to an extent, there is a plausible lore explanation, if not two. One of those is revolving around Murga herself. Again, compared to Brevin, she's a little more sympathetic. She'll spare the people if it means that she gets what she wants, and all she wants, really, is to get rid of the Earth Dragons. Okay, Earth Dragons and any semblance of their society. Not exactly a just cause, but regardless. It would make sense then that Murga, after seeing the popularity of the Battlesphere, would try to plug these audio logs, or some of them at least, within the arena, as a means of publicizing the information. The other explanation I can give involves the Emperor, actually, doing the same thing, only it's of his active research findings. Though the former actually has a little more weight. The former explanation has a little more weight than the latter, specifically because of a cutscene that occurs when we get to the extra bit of story added by the bits of lore that we're picking up. And believe it or not, it doesn't just serve a purpose as extending the ending. There's an additional stage, even.
My stones! We have a new
What they doing over there? Wait, merciful, only wanting a small cultural test. Exactly. Just a little one. For the children. For the children! Just a little bit. Just a little bit of genocide. Anyway. Our next gauntlet is a series of room-by-room challenges. Fairly simple and standard. Pull this. Hey! There we go. This lets us use this cannon. I forgot those tires were there. Oops. There we go. I think we're almost at the end. And just before we end, we got another spider to contend with. Easy.
Why reminded of Drawn to Life?
Futuristic police state. Ah, that was their names. Triggerjoy and Lancer. Triggerjoy is the one on the left. Lancer, the one on the right. The green one. Take your time. Focus on Triggerjoy first, because out of the lot of them, Triggerjoy is a more latent threat than Lancer is. Let's face it, you don't want to deal with all the fire hazards when you're being peppered at with 30 shots. Explode. I'd also like to note, you don't get any extra HP for this fight, so if you feel you're struggling, there is a power-up that you can get, a potion actually, that lets you leech HP for the damage you deal. Combine that with some attack power bonus, and you may have an easier time lasting the arena. Alternatively, just play it safe more. Lancer is most dangerous when it has its fire about, so just pick and choose your moments to fight. Besides that, you can take as long as you want within these arena challenges. And you can also revive, too. Whoop! That was close. That's 3. There we go!
My stones! We have a new record!
Yes, the one with the lance is Lancer. Very original name, I know. BattleBot Revenge! Remember the BattleBot challenge that we had before? this one's gonna be a little bit different. We got scrolling platforms and enemies that shoot from above. As with the original one, though, you will still get some HP at the halfway point. The center is generally safer when it comes to managing enemies, but you'll still have to contend with these buzzsaw robots that are an absolute pain in the ass to attack. Specifically because they have an active damage field in front of them. These beam robots, fortunately, can somewhat handle themselves. But then we get to the boss. Way back when, there was a aside that a character had about an enemy known as Acrobell. This is Acrobell. Acrobell will constantly throw out not just mooks that explode, but also pies that will act as traps. They'll pin you in place and make it harder for you to fight. You're also going to be assailed by enemies. Left, right, center, sideways, upside down, left, right, up, down. BA, start. If you're going to be bringing leeching with you, this is the perfect challenge to do so. Acrobell can be a dangerous fight.
Didn't quite hit the mark there.
They couldn't even call the one.
You can do it safe. Don't be the circus.
Oh, don't worry. I don't intend to be played for a clown.
She didn't quite hit the mark there.
Done. I will have the last laugh. Oh, wait. There's still an enemy to kill. There we go. You could also revive. It's very close to showing why. Acrobell can be a rough fight. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, we can't... Actually... Yeah, we can't get the last three yet. We'll get them eventually. But first... Mach Speed Melee. A pretty straightforward, get to the goal challenge. Only this time, we're dealing with the gimmick from the highway. Now. Blitz up this way. Crap. There we go. I think we're almost there. We've got an enemy challenge at the end here. Again, I'll remind, the only way you can change direction on these rails is by jumping. Or by using the speed boosts on either side. Yep, 2. Done.
I intend to be a fool.
Gets clowned on. Ah! I did get clowned on. That's the unfortunate part of it. It's fine. Galactic Rumble. This time around, we've got a pressure test. several waves of enemies are going to be coming at us. All of them serpentine flavored. But we've also got to manage an additional switch. If you let this switch go all the way to the right side, you will be obliterated. Because the ceiling's coming down. Essentially, stay to the left end of the arena as much as possible. Only snake to the right if you haven't cleared the wave yet and there just so happens to be a turret in that direction. I don't intend to get smucked. I don't intend to get sandwiched. Actually, this does bring up something else I can talk about. So in the cutscene where Escal saves us from getting squishified and spike-a-food, Mila has a very choice line. That she almost became a Mila sandwich. Yeah, they went there.
Thank you for holding your best effort.
They went there, and I hate it. That's one. Now, within this fight, we also get some additional assistance from Pengu. Jump onto Pengu, and you can easily fly around the stage, making it easier to attack Syntax. After all, we're not going to be dealing with water this time around, but spikes at the bottom. Any advantage that you can get is going to be welcome. Whoop. Ow. Triple crap. Almost done. Done! It is possible to die on the spikes at the bottom. Just be careful.
My stones! We have a new record!
Alright, and the last challenge we could do for now, because we still need to clear some more stages, stop and go. Remember those stoplight beam turret things that we found in the Phoenix Highway? We're going to be encountering those here again, as well as the damage fields from the Opera. Oh, those guys actually reflect the Dragon Dash. Good to know. Ow! There we go. Punch. Ow. Just push forward. Ow! Almost there. Alright, for now, that's all the ones we can get. 3 left. And the reason why one of them had to take a while was specifically because we're controlling the BFF 2000 on another joyride. And I do mean joy. You don't need to fight everything along the way, just get to the end. You also get to enjoy some sprite weirdness as monkey robot kinda just phases and does whatever the fuck they wants. Just saying, it's not supposed to be doing that in the BG. Extra fight against these guys. Complete with the minis, too. But you can more than handle it with the BFF 2000's kit. Just make sure to jump and use dash attacks, and you can deal a lot of damage to several of these guys at once.
Bouncing along the ride going,
Whee! There you go. Phew. Done. And there's still more. Takes care of one. Now for the other one. Fire! Done. And an extra fight against Lancer, the Ricky robots. It's an absolute enemy spam. But again, we do have all the tools to manage it. Pew. Ah, one more. Just make sure to make liberal use of your dash, because it's not only an offensive technique, but a defensive one too, allowing you to travel a lot of the field really easily. If you like charging it up, go for it. Pew. And just the monkey left. Done.
Stay classy.
Two to go. Rolling Thunder.
I know what I was gonna say about your statements.
Oh no. What are you gonna say? Also, music of combined Trap Hideout and also Dragon Valley. Actually, this is a medley of a few different tracks. The pit is more of a puzzle level than it is an actual survival type gauntlet.
Cyclone!
Crap. There we go.
Cyclone!
Add costed. Hopping around, charging up, blasting waves. Oh dear. All I have to say is, oh dear. Why are we like this? Ag! I guess while I'm doing these challenges, I can also chat about something else I've been doing in the BG. As expected of me and my animal fishing tendencies. Kidding. But real talk, I've been playing Kimono Kingdom. I've been playing Kimono Friends Kingdom. Can you blame me? As someone who consistently says that they're very animal flavored, that's kind of expected of me. It's been interesting. Accused of pushing all the buttons. But I like pushing buttons! Especially if I get a rise out of people. Oh dear, I just keep making it worse.
Cyclone!
Crap.
Cyclone!
Big spring. And this is the main reason why we need this orb. Excuse me, game? Excuse me? I feel like I got gypped.
Cyclone!
Let's see here. Really? Try again. And I believe by toggling that, I think that slots it in place.
Cyclone!
Crap. Yep, there's a switch up there. There we go. Conquered the pit!
Stones! We have a new record!
Call me the Lord of the Pit. No. Besides, Shenron's the one in charge of destroying holes. Anyways. This challenge. Within this challenge, we also get an additional boss. Unique to the arena, there are, yeah, 2 bosses. Woo! Nice try. Get prawned. Ow. On the bright side, if we could survive to the end, the boss that we get at the end of this is a bit of a freebie. Didn't know I was an explorer? I play Mystery Dungeon games a lot. You kidding me? I'm also a very pitiful sword. Yeah. Done. Alright, time for this boss. And if you thought this game didn't already wreak enough treasure energy, we have one more closeted reference that we can bring up. I hope you've played Gunstar Heroes, because now, ladies and gentlemen and other, we are introducing lemon bread! Yeah, they're not even trying to hide it. Lemon Bread here is a boss that, surprisingly, cannot kill you. You can literally just go right up to its maw right here, spam the attack button, and not die. This grip attack will not kill you. It is an easy boss. For those who don't get the reference, there's a boss within Gunstar Heroes. Its name is Melon Bread. It's essentially a freebie boss within Black's Dice Maze. The only attack it had, and it only did this on hard mode, was that it would fire a single bullet. And it didn't even deal all that much damage either. But with that, we have all of our bits of lore. So, join me for a bit of storytelling. Okay, maybe not quite yet.